I'm Jim. That's Warren. You're watching Talking Vintage Vendor Corner. This is our new show that is exclusive to YouTube. Appreciate everybody taking a chance. He's posing or something. I don't know what he's doing, but this is show number 6 of Vendor Corner. Yeah, what it's about. We are vendors at Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, and I've been in the business for about 10 years. He's been in the business about 5 years. Well, selling on eBay even longer.
Right.
So, yeah, we're here to help you guys out if you're a vendor at a store or at a mall like Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, or if you're thinking about becoming one. So,
One of these.
yeah, one of these. Yeah. So, this is just kind of a loose formatted show. We welcome you to the show. Excuse me, and then we tell you what we're going to do, and then we go into today's topic. And today's topic is, it's for those of that are thinking about getting a booth or have a booth. These are the things that would keep us from being a vendor at a particular store, or the things that we dislike about the store that we are in. So we're going to discuss those. There's some serious issues here. So, oh my gosh, I put like cheese doodle all over my book. I was eating cheese doodles right before our show. I guess I didn't wipe my hands off well. Ah!
This show's more funny than our 101.
Oh, I know. Maybe we should start this over.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right, we're moving on. We're going to get serious and we're going to quit messing around, because anybody that started this video is already done. So this is it. We're done. So we're going to be talking to nobody now because we mess around too much.
The jocularity.
Nope, they're gone. Bye. Okay. So, Mom, thanks for staying there and watching. I appreciate it. So, all right. The reasons why you wouldn't go into a particular store as a vendor, or the things that bother you in the store that you're in. Okay. Having to do a shift. Okay. I'm not going to spend my time working for my shop. I'm not going to do that. That's my time. I'm not going to do that. Credit card fees. They're not my problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a vendor, they're not my problem. I don't want to have those passed on to me. Okay, so, you can see it here. Mm-hmm. All right, excluded items. You go to a particular store, you want to be in a store, and they exclude items. I want to sell what I want to sell.
Right.
I mean, that's it. I want to sell what I want to sell. Setup days. I need, I need close to 24/7 to set up. I really do. I'm busy, and I need that time when I have time available to go to the to go in and set up. Sale restrictions. Putting my booth on sale. I want to put my booth on sale, my items on sale when I want to. I want to pick the percentage I want to. I want to change it as often as I want to, or not ever change it. You know what I mean? I want to have a perpetual sale if I want to have a perpetual sale. Okay? And then number 6 is I want the online inventory control. I want to see what I sold. I want notifications that it's sold. You know what I mean? I want to know that it's sold. I want to see that it's sold. I want to see that every day.
Wow.
I want to see the money I made and all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing is security. Okay? I want to be in a shop that has actual security personnel in it. It has cameras everywhere, cameras in every booth, and yeah, and I want it monitored. I want those cameras monitored, not just up there. I want them monitored. Okay, all right. So all those things I want, all those things everybody wants, you can probably find them maybe in one store. If you didn't get it
all in one,
yeah, but you're going to be paying $10 a square foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a bunch of other fees. Okay, so if you didn't get it, we are being a little bit sarcastic about those wants and demands. Okay? Now we're going to step back and we're going to take a realistic look at those same things. The reasons why people say they don't go into a particular shop, or the reasons they want to leave the shop that they're in. Okay? Shifts. Okay, I get it. You know, your time's important to you, but going in and doing a shift, you're not taking the work away from the shop. It's not, an employee can't replace what you're doing because most of the time, you're there for customer service. You're there to walk around, help customers out. You're there to find out what they're looking for.
Yep.
Perhaps you have it. You're there to see how they interact with your booth.
It's your advantage.
It's your advantage, yeah. I mean, you can see how they interact with your booth. Do they go in? Are they stopped from some reason? You know, is your booth too congested? Can they not get in? You can see all those things when you're working a shift. You get the opportunity to meet a bunch of people, and it's a great advantage to you. It's your opportunity to promote your space, okay? Like the stuff guy.
Yeah.
His is the stuff guy. I don't know, have a name on my space. Jim's junk, probably. but
I'm
and
a
promote
perfect
the shop
example.
as a whole. Yeah.
I'm a
you know?
perfect example of this.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. Number 2 is the credit card fees. They are the cost of doing business. Somebody's going to have to pay them, really. At the end of the day, somebody's going to have to pay them. I have mixed emotions about this. Here at Decades Reclaim Vintage Depot, the shop pays the credit card fees. It's part of the shop's cost of business. We don't pass it on to the vendors, but I can see how some shops would do that. And I really don't think it's fair to pass it back on to the customer. You know, I mean, you could, maybe if you did a discount for using cash, and then, but you'd automatically have to have it built in like a service fee or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? You would have to be, okay, you go in, you buy something for $10, there's a 5% service charge on it, so it's $10.50. But if you use cash, we take that 5% off. You'd have to add it on to take it away. And, you know, people don't like service fees. They don't want to have to pay for their credit card. I mean, I get it. I know it happens. I know it's out there. But I just have a hard time with it. I think we would be the only shop in our area that would charge credit card fees back to the customer. So we're going to stay the way we are. The shop's going to take care of that. You know, it is a great expense because those credit card fees change all the time, and they do nothing but go up. Okay, moving on to excluded items. There are just some things that don't belong in a shop. You know what I mean? Just some things that don't belong in the shop. And it's my opinion that the owner has the right to dictate what they want in their shop.
Well, yeah, there's
You know,
doubt.
they really.
Yeah.
And then there's some stuff that you can't have in the shop by code or laws. Particular laws won't allow us to have alcoholic beverages in here. You know, we can't have, by code, by the fire marshal code, we can't have combustible stuff in here. You know what I mean? So we can't sell gas cans with gas in them, you know, old gas cans with that and stuff like that. You know, so there's reasons why. And at the end of the day, if you really got to sell whatever you want to sell, I mean, even your old socks, then a vintage mall or an antique mall is probably not the place for you. You might want to look at a flea market.
Yeah.
Because there you can sell whatever you want to sell. Now, I'm sure they have restrictions. Again, you probably can't sell alcohol at a flea market. And you probably can't sell combustibles at a flea market. I don't know. But, you know, so there's always going to be stuff excluded. I know there's some that go to extremes and they exclude certain things. There's a local mall here that only certain people are allowed to have Disney stuff in there.
Really?
Others can't have the Disney items in there. And so I guess they're just protecting some of the vendors that they've had in there. I'm restrictive about signs because that's where I started, and you know, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, setup days. If you have more than one day to set up, I think you're a lucky person because all the reading I do in these different shops around, they don't have a lot of setup time. They might have 1 day a month. And
That's
it's only for a
crazy.
few hours. So I think, you know, you got to be realistic about it. Here at Decades Reclaim Vintage Depot, you're allowed to bring stuff in any day you would like to, except Saturday. We do not allow anything to come in and out on Saturday unless it's in a customer's hands. And So that's it. That's it for us. Any other time you can do it. You can't block somebody else's space. That happens quite often, though. I wish we didn't allow it sometimes, but we do. But you're not supposed to block anybody else's space. You're supposed to work within your own. That way, if a customer can't get to a particular space because of what you're doing, it should be your space they can't get
Yeah,
to.
it's not fair. It's not fair to the other guy.
No, it's not fair to the other. You're exactly right. Okay. Sales, number 5, sales, and this is me. This is my opinion. I don't like the constant sales. I travel a bit and I go to other stores, and I will tell you, I only go once a year to certain stores, and I will go in and the exact same booths are on sale every single time for the exact same percentage off. Well, I've been there. I went there last year. I see it and I pretty much walk by. If I'm going to go to multiple stores, I don't have time to sit there and pick through each one. I pick and choose the booths that I want to, and the sales, they put me off. The sales put me off. Okay, so if you can control, here at Decades, we can't have sales all the time because we don't have a system that allows us to do that. And I really, that's my personal opinion, but I'm not a big fan of having sales constantly. We have store-wide sales, which the vendors can participate in, and we have quite a few of those a year. I want to think
Right.
we have probably 10 to 15 a year, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Black Friday sale, we had the year-end blowout sale, we had the Christmas sale, so maybe 12.
At least.
But when you have an opportunity to have a sale, so the opportunities there. I just don't like going in a store and every other booth is on sale. Just, I don't know, something about it bothers me. He and I talked about that. When you go to the sale rack, you have expectations, right?
Right.
You have expectations. You go to a clothing sale rack and it's on sale or it's closed out or whatever like that. You expect it to be cheap. You look to make sure that the items aren't damaged, and you expect not to have a great selection.
Right.
So those things come to mind when I see the sale things. Now, if it's a store-wide sale that's different, it's the whole store. Okay? All right, so moving on from that. It's not the last one. We got 2 more. Online viewing of inventory. It's great. I really like the idea. We don't have that here at Decades Reclaim because of expense, but I think it's a great thing. You can go online, you can see what you sold that particular day, you get reports every night. It's a really cool thing. But I wonder, we don't have it here, so I don't know. I wonder if people like sit at home and they go, I was going to go to the shop, but I haven't really sold anything. So I don't need to go in. If you don't, is it holding them back?
Yeah,
You know what I
think
mean?
It is. I really think it is.
I think it can hold somebody back. I mean, our vendors here, they come in, they go, ooh, something's missing, and they know they've sold something, but they also fill that space in. They come in to see if they've sold anything. Excuse me. They come in to see if they sold anything, but they know that it prompts them to move stuff around, reshuffle their booth, which gives them more success in the end of it.
Yep.
That's just my feeling. So, all right, and the last thing is security. Okay, I don't. No matter what you do, things are going to get stolen. You could have cameras in every booth, but the problem is you have to pay somebody to monitor those. I hope we're not giving somebody who's mischievous and a criminal ideas or whatever, but yeah, security's tough. If you're doing your shifts, okay, if you're at a mall and you're doing a shift, that helps with security because, here at Decades, the people that come in and when they do their shift, they're not necessarily in a Decades t-shirt. You're in one,
Right.
but you can't see it. You can't tell. So nobody would know that you work here or that you have a booth here. And yeah, so, I mean, even with me, unless they see me at the counter when they first walk in, if I'm just walking around, I can help with security. I can watch people, keep an eye on them or whatever. But yeah, so security, if you want to go to the max on that, it's real expensive. My key to this, my idea to you, my suggestion to you would be for you, if it's truly valuable, is to lock it up.
Yeah.
Lock it up. Get you a case and just lock it up, you know. So that's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's the show. We don't, I mean, bottom line is not, there shouldn't be one thing that keeps you from joining any store unless, we're jumping ahead and saying that you've already checked it out and you like the store or you like the traffic it has, the location, all that kind of stuff. There shouldn't be just one thing that keeps you from being in the store. You know, we had a couple come in recently. As soon as they figured out they couldn't see their inventory online and what they sold, they walked out.
Really?
I mean,
Did they?
end of conversation, see ya. And I thought, wow, you know, number one, you know, we're less expensive than the other stores in the area. You know, we might be the least expensive. I don't know, you know, and yeah,
We're the friendliest,
Yeah,
too.
you know, and then, just leave because of that. Not one thing should keep you out. It should be a collection of things that you can't live with, and that should be the reason that you shouldn't be in a particular store. You should leave the store, but go out there, find out, you know, take the ideas that we have, ask those questions when you go in, see if it's something you can't live with, and then you know, find the one that fits the best and go for it. But if you're in a store now and you've got those things that bothering you, you know, think about them before you leave the store. Excuse me, just because there's not a security camera in every booth, or you can't have sales when you want to, or any of those reasons. Yep. In closing, we want to thank everybody for watching the show. We don't have a lot of followers on YouTube, so if you can or if you want to, please subscribe.
Please.
Please subscribe. We've reached the 10 mark. We're over 10 subscribers now, but I think you know, it's half my family and half yours. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We'll continue to do the shows. We hope that we can reach somebody and they find us informative or entertaining or whatever. But we appreciate it. If you get an opportunity, please like and share and subscribe to the channel.
This goes to you, Anglers Green.
They
You're
don't
gonna-
know. Everybody don't know what
they-
you're talking
They
about.
know me.
They're not
They're
even
gonna
watching.
I'm going to get them to watch.
Oh, yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah. 5 people watched the last show, I think. So we're hoping for 6 this time. All right. Hey, guys, we come to you every other Sunday night. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. And maybe we might see, I don't know who would want to watch it twice?
Hey, we're good.
Yeah.
If you want to brighten up your evening.
Right. We'll see you later. Have a great night.